Hello friends, in this video I am going to demonstrate how to install CyberPanel on Ubuntu, and I'll also show you how to create website on CyberPanel. CyberPanel is open source control panel and it's been loaded with some of the cool features which has not been found in other control panels. For example, in CyberPanel you can create Docker container. So if you haven't heard about Docker, then you can watch my other videos on Docker, and you can also create email template, send email newsletters right inside from CyberPanel dashboard. Basically, you don't need any other software to do email marketing if you have CyberPanel installed on your VPS or cloud. So let's explore those features after installation of CyberPanel. Coming to my computer screen, here you can see I already have prepared one article, that is to install CyberPanel on Ubuntu. And first of all, requirements for CyberPanel. So you need a domain name and a VPS. You can buy domain name from anywhere. My domain name is from GoDaddy and VPS I bought from Contavo. You can buy VPS from anywhere. If you want to do email marketing or if you want to send email from your CyberPanel, just make sure you get open port 25. Not all of the VPS providers nowadays allow open port 25, so you have to keep that in mind. And I have prepared one list of those VPS providers who allows open port 25. So on Contavo page you can simply select your VPS, and there are different prices for them. Minimum is for $7 and it has 8 GB of RAM, which is more than sufficient. Actually for CyberPanel you need just 1 GB of RAM, but I recommend you getting 2 GB of RAM so that you shouldn't have lots of common problem. Otherwise you'll have to spend lots of time solving your small problems which could be because of RAM. Alright, after that make your selection, and now in this page all you have to do is to make sure that you have selected Ubuntu 20.04 and rest are your choices, and after that click on next, and now fill the details and you will get IP address, username and password of your VPS within 2-3 hours from Contavo. And once you have all those details, means once you have fulfilled the requirement, it's time to go back to this tutorial. And the first step is to connect to your remote VPS which just bought. So I have this one article which shows you how you can connect or how you can access your remote VPS. So here you can see from Windows you need a special SSH client, and it could be PuTTY or there is one another SSH client, bitwise SSH client. There are also many more SSH client that you can explore yourself. Apart from that, for Linux and Macintosh, you can always open your terminal and there you have to type ssh root @ your IP address of your server to connect to remote VPS. Now I am sitting on a Windows machine, so I'll need either one of these two software. So in this demonstration I am using Bitwise. You can easily download it. Just Google Bitwise and you can have this download part and you can download and connect to your remote VPS. Alright, so after you have downloaded this Bitwise, let's come back to the article. All you need to do is to paste the IP address here. So let me get the IP address. So this is the IP address. Alright, so next you have to enter the username, and in my case username is root. It could be different in your case, keep in mind. and after that you have to enter the password. So this is the password. Means you have to first select here password. You can see there are a couple of options. So you have to select password, and then you have to make sure this box is checked, otherwise you will not able to paste your password. So just check this box and click and after that try pasting your copy pasting your password, and you will able to do that. Alright, after that click on login, and you will get this box where it will say something about host key, and here you have to accept and save. After that either this terminal will open automatically. If it doesn't, then you can simply click on it and it will open one terminal for you. Alright, so next step is to install this CyberPanel, and for that you have to execute these commands. So let me copy the first command, and it says sudo -i. If you can see here, I am already logged in as root user. So basically if root is present here, you don't have to execute this command. You are completely fine. If it is not root here, then you have to execute this command to switch to root user. Alright, so even you execute this command, it will do no harm. So let's execute it. Alright, so next you have to update the operating system, and for that you have to execute the next command. And now my operating system is already updated, so nothing here. And then you have to upgrade it. So let's upgrade it. Alright, it's already updated and upgraded. So if your system is not upgraded or updated, then you will see some of the commands running, and it will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Alright, after that this single command will install CyberPanel on your VPS. Simply execute it. Alright. Okay, for some reason I am getting this error message like I am not logged in as root user. I am not sure why I got this error message. Anyway, solution is already given here. So it says that you have to execute this command. So anyway, let's execute it, and then I am going to copy once again. Okay, let me copy it properly. Alright, after that press enter, and now it is going to ask some of the questions. Alright, so questions part. Now first question is whether you want to install CyberPanel or not. Answer 1, which is yes. And then it will ask you whether you want to install CyberPanel with Open Lightspeed Enterprise. I think Lightspeed Enterprise will ask you for license, though I am not sure about that. So therefore continue with 1. And now it will ask you whether you want to install full service for CyberPanel. Here you have to answer yes. And here the question is whether you want to set up remote MySQL. Most of the cases your answer will be no, but just in case your answer is yes, then you have to answer yes. Now here you have to press enter to choose the latest version, obviously. And the next part is whether you want to choose the default admin password, generate, or specify the admin password. So what I am going to do is to specify admin password by answering yes. Alright, so now here it is going to ask you the password. So let me enter the password. Alright, after that it will ask you whether you want to install Memcached and its PHP extension. I would like to install because some of the scripts actually need those PHP extensions and Memcached. So obviously answering yes would be a good thing. Here you have to answer yes or no. It's completely your choice, and then it will ask you whether you want to install Watchdog as well, with default being yes, and it is also saying that it's in beta. Anyway, I would like to answer yes here, and it will begin the installation. Now the installation is going to take quite some time. I mean, it is going to take 20 to 30 minutes. So you can take a break, and I am going to fast forward this video, and when this installation of CyberPanel is about to complete, I'll resume. Alright, now installation of CyberPanel is almost complete, and here you can see I have some of the login information, and at last it is also asking would you like to restart your server, and in most cases you have to answer yes, and it will restart the server. Now the first thing you will want to do is to save all these credentials. So let me copy it and I'll save it here, and after that I'll go to this URL, and obviously you will get this security alert warning, accept the risk and continue. And now here you have to enter username admin, and then you have to enter the password. So yeah, basically I entered my own password, so password is not listed there. After that press enter and you will able to log in. Alright, so this is the CyberPanel dashboard, and now I am going to create websites, WordPress websites, and obviously I'll install SSL host names. Also I am going to install SSL on CyberPanel itself. So let's go back to this article, and now after installation you will have this part which says creating website and updating name servers. So first of all, let's begin with first of all you have to go to domain registrar, and there you have to create host names. In GoDaddy it is called host names, other domain registrar call it name servers, and some of them call it glue records. Anyway, so now I'll go to my domain in demo.in. You have to go to manage DNS. Next step is to look for host names. So in host names, basically I have this host names from past, but let me just show you how to create host names. All you have to do is to click on add, and then here you have to enter NS1. Since I already have entered NS1, so it is not going to take it, so I'll enter NS3, and then I'll pass on the IP address. After that click save. Now next step is the same, which is entering NS2. Once again I already have NS2, it is not going to take, so I am going to enter NS4 and then the IP address, click save. Alright, after that go to DNS Management, and now you have to update the name servers. In most cases you will see GoDaddy name servers by default, but what you have to do is to click on I'll use my own name servers, and then you have to enter ns1.your domain name which you just created, and ns2.your domain name in the next line. After that you have to click save, and your DNS, your name server will be updated after you have given your consent, and then click continue, and your name servers will be updated within some times or few hours. It depends on how fast your DNS registrar is, domain registrar is. So next step is to go to your CyberPanel, click on websites, and here you have to click on create website and then select package. So basically I haven't created any package, so there is only one package by default, and then select owner and then enter the domain name which is ndemo.in, and after that it will ask you the email. So if you don't have email ID, you can enter anything at the rate yourdomainname.com, which you can create later. Alright, so next you will be asked to select PHP. So you can select among these 4 PHP available. So I am going to select 7.4, and then additional features. Obviously you have to include SSL in your website, and then DKIM support for emailing, open based directory protection is good thing. And then obviously if you want to create mail domain, what is mail domain? It is mail.your domain name, and that will be created. For example, mail.indemo.in will be created automatically. If I don't click on it, then mail domain will not be created. So let's click on create website, and it will take couple of minutes to create, and you'll have websites running on your domain. Alright, so let's wait for this installation to complete, and then we'll continue. Alright, now website has been successfully installed, as you can see the message here. And after that you can go back, and if you go back, it will take you to create website page. What I am going to do is to go back to this tutorial once again, and now we have done this part. It's time to create name server. So let's come back here, and here you will see websites. Okay, not in websites, in DNS. So in DNS you will see create name servers. So click on that, and it will take you to page where you have to enter your domain name. So I am going to enter indemo.in, and then the first name servers, which will be ns1.indemo.in, and then the IP address. So let me get the IP address of my server, which is this one, and then ns2.indemo.in, and then once again the IP address. Click on create name server, and it will create these two name server. So you can see like the following name servers were successfully created. Now suppose you want to add another website. For example, indemo.in is good, but now you want to add another domain. So in that case you might want to add one more thing, and that is default name servers. So click on that, and all you need to do is to type here ns1.indemo.in, ns2.indemo.in, and after that click save. Alright, so now default name server has been created. Now you can add any other website, and you can ask the website owner to use these two name servers. After that next thing is installing and enabling SSL. So now here you can see, if I go to SSL, I find there were 3 types of SSL. One is manage hostname, mail server SSL. So what I am going to do is to first click on manage SSL, and then it will lead to a selection of website, which is this website, and then you have to click on issue SSL. It will issue the SSL for this particular website. So let's wait for this part. Okay, so now SSL has been issued for indemo.in. Next SSL for host name. So now host name SSL, if you click on it, then it will take you to this page where you have all your names, all your website names and subdomain names listed. So what you have to do here, you have to select one of them. Either you can select your domain, subdomain, or any other domain listed here. Now this domain will be issued an SSL certificate which you can use to log in to CyberPanel. For example, right now I am using IP address. Once I issue the SSL certificate, I will not have to use this IP address again, and I can access CyberPanel dashboard CyberPanel administration using this website, using this web address actually. You can also select this mail.indemo.in and it will install SSL on this. And in order to access CyberPanel, you have to go to this URL and port 8090 obviously, and you will able to access CyberPanel. So what I am going to do is to let's issue SSL for this subdomain, and I'll show you in a moment how you can access your CyberPanel administration from this subdomain. Alright, now SSL has been issued and you can see you can now access CyberPanel at this. This is the information. So what I am going to do is to type mail.indemo.in and obviously you have to put port 8090, and after that you will see this login screen once again. Now I'll type admin. Alright, now you can see I am logged into CyberPanel dashboard successfully on this URL, and you can see this HTTPS part which says verified by Let's Encrypt. If I go to something at any place on this page, then I'll again get this security risk warning, though I can continue on this as well, but obviously when you have SSL, why would you go to this where you get security warning obviously. And so next after this SSL part, the next part is to install WordPress itself. So if you continue further, you will get this section where it says about installing WordPress, and for that you have to go to websites actually, and then you have to list website, and now here you can go to file manager, you can go to manage this website. So let's go to manage this website. Now on this page you will have logs, domains, configurations, files, email marketing. This is the email marketing I was talking about. So once you have installed CyberPanel, you can directly create list, manage list, you can add SMTP host. In fact, you can compose your newsletter right in this dashboard, and also you can send emails. So like this is not very sophisticated, but still those features are very good to be included in control panel itself. Anyway, now coming to installation of WordPress, you can simply click on this and it will ask you the blog title, and in my case it's nDemo, and I'll enter the username admin and enter the password. Alright, next it will ask you the email ID, and obviously if you want to put anything under path you can put it, or it's better to just leave it. So click on install now and it will start installing WordPress on your website. It won't take much time. So as you can see, it is progressing very fast, and it's almost done. So let's wait for it. Alright, so now it's actually installed, and what I'm going to do is to go back. Obviously it will take me to this page, but if I go to indemo.in, let's you can see this WordPress has been installed successfully, but here you can see connection not secure. Although we actually had got certificate for this domain name, if I put HTTPS here, you see it is loading on HTTPS and it is saying that connection is secure. So what is the problem? The problem is that HTTP traffic is not getting redirected to HTTPS. So what you have to do is to go to websites and then list your websites, Next, go to manage, and now here you will see rewrite rules. Click on that, and then you will be asked to select template, and here you can force HTTP to HTTPS. Click on save rewrite rules, and now you can see configuration saved. Now if you go to http indemo.in, you should be redirected to HTTPS. As you saw that I got redirected. Let me open it once again in another tab, and now I am on HTTPS. So let's log into WP admin, and here my username is admin. Alright, so this is the nice dashboard, and you can see website is really fast. It's loading in seconds. Since it is on light speed server, so we expect it to be fast. Now one important thing before I close this session is that when you go to this WP admin, and when you try to upload any themes which is of like let's say 10 MB, you will get some error like URL does not exist, link does not exist, and that issue is because the default PHP memory which is in php.ini file. So in order to edit that, you have to go to edit PHP configs, and then you have to select PHP. Now if you remember, I installed PHP 7.4, and here you can see memory limit is just 120 megabytes. So what I am going to do is to increase it to 512 megabytes. Some of the WordPress themes actually require 1 GB of PHP memory. So depending on which theme you are using, you have to make sure that memory limit meet the requirement of that particular theme. And then the maximum execution time, which is just 30 seconds, I am going to increase it to 300 seconds. And now here you can see the upload maximum file size is just 2 MB. So you have to increase it, and after that post maximum size, let's say 80 MB, and the maximum input time 600. Save changes, and after that restart PHP. Okay, in most of the cases the issue with uploading of theme or plugin should be resolved, but just in case if it's not resolved, all you need to do is to restart or reboot your server. It's super simple. You can log in and type reboot, and that's all. Now you can see this is connected and my server is being rebooted, and after that you will be able to upload your theme and you'll be able to make your website easily. So that's all for this video, and in tomorrow's video I'll demonstrate how to create email list, and basically how to set up your email server in CyberPanel, and after that how you can create email list, manage your campaigns in CyberPanel dashboard itself. So see you tomorrow, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.